We have the demand currently in both directions, but we're monitoring it and we are fueling the aircraft so that it could even in the air return, and we stay in touch with our aircraft all the time. So we are prepared for anything at any minute, but we are still offering the flights and we still receive also significant bookings for both directions.
Well, that was just a few hours before Russian tanks moved in. And Martin Gauss told me what happened thereafter.
At 4 o'clock in the morning, I got a call that the war has started and we did not fly. And we contacted the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to evacuate the passengers which were in Kiev, so without a plane. So that was pretty dramatic, I remember that.
And what's the current situation? Obviously, you're not flying there at the moment.
We took care of our staff, so they are all out. And we have 3 aircraft every evening in Riga now, and we really do that to go back to the 3 destinations, Lviv, Odessa and Kiev. We really want to do that, coming from the Baltic states, to be in there and help rebuild the moment it works. So today it's not possible, but if we have a chance to go back in, we will be going back in. What we do now, we have 3 aircraft which could go on night flights somewhere, and they are not going because we want to have 3 aircraft to immediately open again our operation into Ukraine the moment we can. This is really something. We're from the Baltic states. We are very close. We know historically the people in the Baltic states know what it means to be occupied, and we as an airline, being so close, we stopped there as the last one. We will be the first one going in.
You have a race with Michael.
Let's see.
Michael says he will be the first back into Ukraine.
Very simple, very easy. We have 1 hour 30 flight time. I think from Ireland it's much longer, so we'll be first.
You can meet on the ground.
Yes,
you
yes.
can meet on the ground there. The bigger issue is what you've just alluded to. This has hit people much harder. Because of why, in your view?
The Baltic states were occupied by the Soviet Union 30 years ago. They were fighting for their independence, not with weapons, but peacefully, and they got independence after being occupied. And many of my employees had a Soviet passport. And today they are free Latvians, they are NATO, they are Europeans. They can judge what it means. I think the Baltic states, and that's why they are so vocal on the NATO, on defending the border, but they also feel it differently. They feel how the Ukraine people feel, and I think that is what we feel in the country.
And when you're running the airline, obviously commercial and safety and all these other issues come in, but you want to be part of this.
No, we are in this region, right? We have a border in Latvia with Belarus and Russia. We are in the 3 Baltic states. We feel that is part of our business. It was in the last 26 years since we exist. We were serving these countries, and we want to do that also in the future. We are connecting people, and I have employees from Ukraine, from Russia, and from Latvia, and we are all working together peacefully, and it works. And I think we can be also a symbol in the region for that connectivity, which has to come back.
If we take that out of the equation just for a second, the Ukraine. The rest of the airline and the rest recovery from COVID was actually doing quite well.
And it is now doing well because we are getting out of COVID like everybody else. We see good bookings coming for the summer, especially outbound. A little drop now for the inbound to the Baltics, I think because of the reporting of what's happening, but the outbound is offsetting it.
Just want to quickly talk on this NFTs business. You keep doing NFTs of your planes and various types. I think you're on the 9th or the 10th at the moment. But there's a bigger point here, isn't there?
Yeah, that's the airBaltic City Collection that was a year ago started. That's a marketing thing for promoting Latvian cities. But we are coming out actually with something new, a real NFT collection. And why we're doing this, we're learning. We learned a lot last year on this blockchain technology. And what we are doing long term is tokenization of a frequent flyer program. Nobody has done that yet. And we need to learn by doing certain things, because with that we will reduce complexity costs and make a better frequent flyer program for our customers. But that is a journey. We've started that a year ago with issuing that first NFT. We'll be in May issuing planees, they are called, so that is something new. And airBaltic is very innovative, and we have always been at the forefront when it was about these things.
How do you How do you manage this so that it is that there's real purpose, not just gimmick behind it? Because I can see an argument that say, oh God, there he goes again. But actually nobody else is doing this, and the reason nobody else is doing it is because it's not commercially viable.
I think I have a history in the company with my team in the last 10 years because we ordered an Airbus A220-300 at that time called Bombardier CS300 in 2012 when the aircraft wasn't even designed, and I had to listen for 4 or 5 years how bad that decision was. Today everybody would love to have one. So we have over the years always done things which were very innovative. That is also something which in 3 years' time people might see completely different. We have that ability, we have a spirit in the company. We've gone for all electric cars on the ground, right? Not everybody does that at the moment because it looks to be more expensive. Business case shows that in 3 years' time, with all the complexity behind it, it makes more sense to do it now, so we're doing it now. I think airBaltic has that in their DNA, not only since I'm there, I think it was there before, and we just continue doing this.